Welcome to the Report Connection. This is Tommy again. This video is on some more Indy Fed results from basically May and from June 15th and on forward. Following results from recent Dragon Gate live event that took place on June 15th, 2014 at the Hakata Star Lane in Fukuoka, Japan. Six-man tag match. We are team veterans of Masaki Machizuki, Don Fuji, and Super Shisa defeated Mad Blanky, tag team of Naruki Doi, Z, and Mondai Ryu. Triple threat match. Hollywood Soccer, Ichikawa defeated Batten X and Batten X Pura and Genki Haraguchi. Singles action, B by B or BXB Hulk defeated Cyber Kong. Tag team match, the Millennials of Iita Kobayashi and UT defeated Monster Express of Masato Yoshino and Chachika Hoko Boy. Hope I'm pronouncing these guys' names right. Doing my best. Six-man tag. Nope, I already did that one. Six-man tag. We are team veteran of SEMA, K-Ness, and Dragon Kid defeated the Millennials of T-Hawk, La Flamita, and Yosuke Santa Maria. Opened the Twin Gate Championship match. The Monster Express of Akira Tozawa and Shingo Takagi defeated the Jimmies of Jimmy Kanda and Mr. Ku Naoki Tanakazi Toyanaka Dolphin. The Open Dream Gate Championship match of Yamato defeated Jimmy Susumu. Following results from a recent Big Japan Pro Wrestling Live event. The event took place June 15, 2014 at the Prefectural Industrial Center Eastern Hall in Hiroshima, Japan. Tag team match. Heisei Yakuza duo of Kankuro Hoshino and Masada Iniba defeated Yuchi Taniguchi and Masaya Takahashi. Tag team action. Ryuyuchi Kawakami and Sakageki defeated Hideyoshi Kamatani and Takayuki Yuki. Six-man action. Takumi Tsukamoto, Command Bolshoi, and Arisa Nakajima defeated Satomo Usugi, Hercules Senga, and Hamuko Hashi. Ikatoshin Strong Climb Block A tournament match. Shinya Ishikawa defeated Atsushi Maruyama. And in the Strong Climb Block A match of that same tournament match, Yasuki Sakamoto defeated Manubu Soya. Tag team action, Brahman Shu and Brahman K defeated Hashi Yakuza duo of Kankuro Hoshino and Masato Aniba or Anaba. BJW Tag Team Championship match. Kohei Sato and Shuji Ishikawa defeated Kazuki Hashimoto and Dashi Hashimoto. Fluorescent Light Tube block and spikeboard death match for the BJW Deathmatch Paperweight Championship. Yuko Miyamoto defeated Ryuji Ito to become the new champion, thanks to the source of wrestling-news.net. June 17th news. PWS, former ECW Tag Team Champions, the Impact Players of Lance Storm and Just Incredible, will reunite for the first time since ECW One Night Stand in 2005 to challenge the Pro Wrestling Syndicate Tag Team Champions, the Reynolds Brothers, on September 20th in Rahway, New Jersey. Freshly released WWE star Brodus Clay and Kurt Hawkins will also be competing at PWS, all fired up on September 20th in Rahway, New Jersey. Brodus Clay will meet Homicide, and Kurt Hawkins will collide with Kevin Matthews. PWS will also be having their annual 30-man on the spot title shot rumble at this event. Will also feature PWS champion Mario Baccara battling Luke Hawks, and also appearing Jimmy Superfly Snuka and New Jack. And you can go to the website for more info, ProWrestlingSyndicate.com. The following results are from recent Wrestle 1 live event that took place from June 18th, 2014 at the event hall in Oita, Japan. Singles match, Dakai Iniba defeated Hiroki Moraes. Singles match, Ryota Hama defeated Andy Wu. No, not Andy Wu. Andy Wu. No, Andy Wu. Tag team match, El Hijo del Pantera and Hiroshio defeated Gurantai of Nusawa and Orange and Mazada. Singles action was Masakatsu Funaki defeated Rene Dupree. Remember him. He did the jumping thing with the WWF tag team. Looked like it was gay. 6-man tag action, Kaz Hayashi, Yuji Kondo, and Hiroshi Yamato defeated Minoru Tanaka, Koji Kanemoto, and Sake Yoshioka. Tag team action, Kai and Yasufumi Nakanoyano defeated Masayuki Kono and Kazuma Sakamoto. The following results from recent Wrestle 1 and live event that took place on the 19th at the Kita Kyushu Palace in Kita Kyushu, Fukuoka, Japan. Tag team action was Andy Wu and WrestleZone defeated Gurantai of Nasawa Rangai and Mazada. Another match was a singles match. Ryota Hama defeated Kikutara. Singles action again. Kazuma Sakamoto defeated Dakai Iniba. Tag team action, Manabu Soya and Jiro Kurashio defeated Hiroshi Yamato and Hiroki Moraes. Tag team action, Team 246 of Kaz Hayashi and Shuji Kondo defeated Minoru Tanaka and Sake Yoshioka. And another tag match, Masakatsu Funaki and Yasufumi Nakanoyeno defeated Desperado, tag team of Masayuki Kono and Rene Dupree. Following results from recent IWA Mid-South Live event that took place June 19, 2014 at Jammers Roller Dome in Clarksville, Indiana. Singles action, Big Zo defeated Mr. Sosa. Not Sammy Sosa, Mr. Sosa. Singles match, Percy Davis defeated Bolt Brady. Triple threat match, Isaiah defeated Jojo Bravo and Trip Cassidy. Singles action, Shane Mercer defeated BJ Whitmer. Singles action again. Ace Perry defeated Gary J. Another singles match. Mean Mitch Page defeated Harry Palmer. Submission match. Josh Crane defeated Dale Patricks. An unsanctioned lights out match. Mitch Ryder defeated Ian Rotten, formerly of ECW fame as well. And thanks to the news from wrestling-news.net. June 20th event from Friday, June 20th. Winnipeg, MB, probably Manitoba, Canada. Location, Rookie Sports Bar from Melrose Avenue East. Bell time was 8:30. Tickets were $10 at the door. You can purchase a future ticket. DIYOBO. It's DIYOBO.com. Canadians Wrestling Elite is 2 weeks away from their return to Transcona, and Rookie Sports Bar, and for the very first time, is presenting the Lethal Lottery, which you will see the fans help decide the match for that night. For the first time ever, no matches will be scheduled in advance and will be selected at random by those in attendance just seconds before each match, making for a spontaneous and interactive night of professional wrestling never presented before by TWE. Stars including the stars of Canadian Wrestling's Elite will have the opportunity to enter their name in the Lethal Lottery. Night of the event, all of those stars will have their names entered into a draw. Those names will then be selected at random by the fans in attendance just seconds prior to each match. There will be zero time for preparation, as competitors will be forced to enter the ring upon the drawing of their name. They don't even know themselves until they hear it, and await their opponent's name to be drawn while they are in the ring. This unique concept allows countless possibilities, including friend versus friend, tag partner versus tag partner, bitter enemies during battle, early in the stages of the tournament, potential first time ever matches, dream matches, and so much more. Those competing will have to be very well rounded and be able to adapt. Isn't that the thing that Triple H was at? People don't adapt to evolution. On the spot to any potential opponent, the winners of each match will advance to a very special multi-man main event. Don't miss the one-of-a-kind opportunity to be part of making an event like no other. For more info, visit cwecanada.ca. June 28th, news for Bang TV. Now on Bang TV, TV3, major titles on the line in a six-man tag match event. Because I'm doing the news on the 27th. The winner of the second fall will be receiving the International Championship belt, and the winner of the third fall receives the Florida Championship belt. This unique and exciting match is now online. June 28th. Which will be more. Dory-funk.com. Bang TV Championship. Jordan Decker versus Mystery Man versus Brian DeMario. Which is one match. U.S. Championship, Dalton Drellick versus Lorenzo Good. European Championship, Derek Steele versus Gabriel Zimmerly. Johnny Magnum, U.S. Armory, veteran of tours of Iraq and Afghanistan, returns to Bang TV, teaming with Dory Funk Jr. Saturday, June 28th. Support your troops, event 105. Parade of Champions, what it's called. Showtime 7 p.m. Doors opening 6 p.m. For more ticket info, you can call 352-895-4658. You can also purchase tickets at dory-funk.com. More news from Bang TV producer Marty Funk says that the level of competition at Funkin' Conservatory Wrestling is at the highest level, within the most exciting crew of wrestlers yet. On the card appearing, Dory Funk Jr., Johnny Magnum, Brian DeMario, Gabriel Zimmerly, Dalton Drellick, Julio Chavez, Noah Macer, Lorenzo Good, Derek Steele, Jordan Decker, Hollywood Heather, Jessica Powerhouse Hill, Pauletta Carter, Claudia the Cliff Rafe, Samantha Powers. If you would like to become a professional wrestler and appear on Bang TV, you can call that same number that I just gave you, 352-895-4658, or go to dory-funk.com. Visit Dory and Marty Funk on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, and you can get an autographed photo of Dory Funk from dory-funk.com /bt-20.html and posted by Dory Funk on June the 4th. Indy News. I grew up watching my father, Dory Funk Sr., wrestle at the Amarillo Sports Arena in Amarillo, Texas. I watched as my father faced all the great wrestlers of all time. Lou Thez, Pat O'Connor, Leroy McGurk, Wayne Martin, Fritz Von Erich, Gene Knitsky, Buddy Rogers, and the fabulous Texas and father of Dick Murdoch, Frankie Hill Murdoch. In the beginning, Dory Funk Sr. was one of the many wrestlers working the Amarillo territory. He was well liked by the wrestling fans, or in the language of the wrestling business, he was over in the territory. For 3 years, Dory Funk Sr. took a positive and as superintendent of Texas Boys, while still wrestling at the same time. After leaving Boys Ranch, Dory Funk Jr. and the Senior settled with his family on his own ranch just 30 minutes southwest of Amarillo, the Flying Mare Ranch. I just learned something new. The ranch name. My father was a hero. Is he still talking about? I had watched him from the time I was 6 years old and dreamed of going into the ring and doing what I saw him do as a professional wrestler and promoter of the Amarillo territory. Dory Funk Sr.'s career is not documented on the videotape, as are all the modern day superstars. There is only one match of him on the video, however. Many photos exist to document the life and times of my father, Dory Funk Sr. Now online, dory-funk.com /whiskey.html, a photo review of the life of Dory Funk Sr. Learn to wrestle and appear on Bang TV. Again, call that number, 352-895-4658, dory-funk.com. June 29th, AAW event. On Sunday night, June 29th, Absolute Intense Wrestling will return to the historic Turner's Hall, 7325 Guthrie Avenue, 44102 is the zip code in Cleveland, Ohio, to present Absolute 9. Bell time will be 6 p.m. with the doors opening at 5 p.m. For 9 years, Absolution has been the premier event on the AIW calendar. With so many bitter rivalries are ongoing, see who is able to be triumphant on the biggest show of the year. Former TNA Impact Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Chris Sabin will be a part of the Absolution when he takes on Kevin Steen in what fans all around the world are calling a dream match. See who comes out on top when the two of the top stars of the independent wrestling circuit collide. AIW Absolute Champion Unbreakable Michael Elgin has been unstoppable as title holder, winning the JT Lightning Invitational in May. And on June 29th, he will have to face the winner of the 2014 Gauntlet for the Gold, Tim Donst. Ken Donst bounced back from an injury that he suffered during the tournament to wrestle the gold away from Elgin. A feud mired in hate will come to a head at Absolution when Vita Scott goes to war with Gregory Iron with the Iron Curtain. After what Iron and his Curtain have done to Scott and the previous AIW events, there's no telling what will happen when they have their first ever one-on-one match against each other. Also, Josh Prohibition will take on Matt Cross. Louis Linden defends his AIW Intense title against Davey Vega. Eddie Kingston battles Ricky Shane Page, and much more in action. Follow at AIW Wrestling on Twitter and like AIW Wrestling on Facebook for live updates. Be a part of all the action of Absolute 9 by purchasing your tickets at www.shop.aiwrestling.com for only $15. Tickets can also be purchased at the door the day of the event. We hope to see all of you there, and I'll post all the links for that. And you can call the hotline 216-438-1769. Friday, June the 20th, 2014 event card, Greek Town Square, 701-703 Ponca Street, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Bell time, 8 p.m. Doors open at 6:30 for the pre-show meet and greet. MCW Heavyweight Championship match. Matt Hardy is the champion there versus the King of Maryland Wrestling, Ryan McBride. MCW Tag Team Championship match. Napalm and Solo Brock Wall Street, who are the champions, versus Nui, Tofiga, and Rikishi. Yeah, he's still wrestling. Ladies action sees JCK versus Ruby Sky. That's Matt Hardy's wife. MCW Rage Championship match. Chuck Lennox with Amber Rodriguez versus Christian York. Yeah, totally of TNA. Grudge match of Drawlix with Amber Rodriguez versus the Bruiser. No, not Bruiser Brody, but just the Bruiser. Tag team challenge match, the Hellcats versus the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels and the Greek God Papadon. Adam Flash and Ronnie Zuko versus the Appalachian Outlaws. Ruckus with Renee Michelle versus Ken Dixon. Buckchild and G-Fed versus Mitch Miller and Paul White. No, not Paul White, the Giant. Or Big Show with J.P. Callahan. Matt Hardy, Rikishi, Christopher Daniels, Papadon, and all the stars of MCW will be appearing on the pre-show Fan Fest. The Fan Fest will be from 6:30 to 8 p.m. just before the event starts, so that's an hour and a half. And wrestling fans will be able to meet all the stars and get photo opportunities with them all as well. As that is needed to attend the Fan Fest is the ticket to the event. And we're trying to copy the TNA rules. If you have ringside seats, that's all who gets the meet and greet earlier prior to the event. You can get more event information as it becomes available and purchase the tickets again on MCW's official website, MarylandWrestling.com. Call the 24-hour hotline, 410-541-6291. Stay up to date at Maryland Wrestling on Instagram, at MC Wrestling on Twitter. Saturday, June 21st, 2014. And these are just events. St. John's, Johnsburg Fire Hall, 7165 Ward Road, North Tonawanda, New York. Doors over 5 p.m. Bell time 6 p.m. Front row, already sold out. Pre-sale tickets, $12. Order now at eswshop.com. Again, at the tickets at the door, $15. The website again, eswwrestling.com. Facebook.com, eswwrestling. Don't forget the backslash of Twitter. And again, twitter.com /ESWWrestling. ESW heavyweight title match, Gregory Irons versus Chris Cooper. AR Fox versus Kevin Minute. Johnny Puma and Frankie Feathers versus Will Calrissian and Caesar. Bill Collier versus Sebastian Suave. RJ City and the Flatliners, Asylum and Matt Burns versus the Inferno. Johnny Adams, Ron Falco and Brett Mednick. Brandon Thurston versus Tommy Caliber. Gabrielle Saint versus Salvatore Morocco. The McGlom Mouses. Plunkett and Stacks versus Andrew Cravata and Randy Philbrook. Friday, June 27th. Location Holy Cross Gymnasium from the hall, the Holy Cross Gymnasium Hall, 290 Dubuque Street. Doors open 7 p.m. Belltown 7:30. Events $15 in advance, $18 at the door. Advance tickets available at Rudy's Video, 668 Shepherd Street. Blade Hair Design, 3-1341 Henderson Highway. Video 1001 at 576 Mountain Avenue. And purchase the tickets at DIYOBO. Sounds like do it yourself. Then you'll be it. But it's DIYOBO. Autograph session from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Autograph session tickets are $25. Purchase your session tickets at the same website. Canadian Wrestling Elite is proud to present a very special night of professional wrestling action, hosting first ever Western Canadian Independent Wrestling appearance by WWE Class of 2014 Hall of Fame inductee and women's wrestling icon Lita on Friday, June 27th. Well, don't think it's that bad of an event. Multiple time WWE Women's Champion alongside Trish Stratus were the first women to ever main event on the famed WWE Monday Night Raw TV broadcast, a feat that still hasn't been duplicated over 10 years. Along with Matt and Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys, she comprised a Team Extreme, a trend-setting trio that set the wrestling world on fire with Lita's unique punk look and arsenal of maneuvers never seen before from a female competitor before Lita left her mark on professional wrestling industry for the rest of time. On Friday, June 17th, Lita comes to Canadian Wrestling Elite, a part of Twist of Fate in Winnipeg at the Holy Cross Gymnasium Hall for the very special autograph and photo opportunity between 5:30 and 7. Then later tonight, we'll make her official CWE debut on the live event itself in a role to be announced very shortly. Also on the card, all the stars of Canadian Wrestling Elite include CWE champion, heavy metal, hotshot Danny Duggan, elite and winner of the winner Zombie Hunter, Mentalo, and much more. Again, the website cwecanada.ca for any other info. Finally, some results. June 14th from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia Wrestling with Disaster, the final cut at the 2300 Arena. Demetrios pinned Eddie Van Hazard. Danny Dorian pinned Bill Wiles. Jimmy Jack Cash defeated Cryptic Keegan and Louis Martinez in a three-way dance. Blue Meaty, Lil Guido, and Also defeated Mike Spanos, Mark Cruz, and Grey Wolf. Joe Gibson pinned Dr. Porter. Tyler Fullerton defeated Shaheem Ali. By disqualification, Lance Illinois pinned Corey Castle. Pitbull Gary Wolf versus Shane Douglas in a dog collar match went to a no count contest. And the Samoans and Cliff Cotton defeated the Power of Pain and Angel Medina. I think that is the original Powers of Pain. I think they finally turned the actor. Two Cold Scorpio defeated Alpha Junior and Sabu in a three-way dance. I think I may have already done that in the previous results. From Alabama, June the 6th, Piedmont Pro Wrestling at the Pro South Arena. Damon Seratone and Jed Johnson defeated Chris McCann and James Hardy. Drew Game pinned Eli Daniels. Josh Storm and Chris Gans defeated Tyler Sutton and J.D. Rollins. Jimmy Ray pinned Scott Aries. Ace Haven versus Big Tom went to a no contest. From Florida, May 24th. Orlando, I believe, a wrestling team Vision Dojo. Tristan Kalai pinned Wayne Van Dyke. Chase and Rain pinned Tristan Kalai. Brittany defeated Sue Young. And Lizzie Paris in a three-way women's match. Josh Hess pinned Russell Payne. Kim Zabisco. Chico Adams. Oso Panda and Sweet Thang Willie defeated Gabriel Black. Joe Mayberry, DJ Chino, and Brian Burbank. Aaron Epic and Jesus De Leon defeated Ethan Case and Elijah Evan IV. Brett Giddens pinned Jason Cade. June 14th, Orlando, I believe, in wrestling the team dojo. Rico Dojo, Chico Adams pinned Jason Cage. Russell Payne pinned Joey Mayberry. Brittany pinned Johnny Stooge. Jason Rain pinned Tim Zabisco. Gabriel Black pinned Lizzie Paris. Defeated Sweet Thing Willie and Black Archer. And Aaron Epic pinned Osa Panda. And double action Tim Zabisco pinned Johnny Stooge. Giddens defeated Josh Hess by disqualification from Indiana. I think I've already done these. Yes, I have. Let's get to where I haven't read. All right, from June the 20th, results from earlier. I did get that result. Maryland Championship Wrestling results. Baltimore, Maryland at the Greek Town Square. Adam Flash and Ronnie Zuko defeated Haas Hyode and Bo Nakota. Match number 2, Chuck Lennox with Amber Rodriguez defeated Kristen York to retain the MCW Rage Championship. Ruckus defeated Jen Dixon in match number 3. Riri Sky defeated Jesse K. Match number 5, Black Wall Street champions Napalm and Solo with Amber Rodriguez defeated Rikishi and Nui Tofika to retain the MCW Tag Team titles. G-Fed, Buckchild, and Sam Rad defeated JP Callahan, stable of Mitch Miller, Paul White, and Mustafa Aziz Daniels. Match number 7, Christopher the Fallen Angel Daniels and Papa Don defeated Sexy Steve and Jimmy Stars. Match number 8, the Bruiser defeated Black Wall Street's Drolix with Amber and Rodriguez by submission. And match number 9, Matt Hardy defeated Ryan McBride with Head of Security Ken Dixon and Justin Schlegel, as well as the Hellcats, to retain the MCW Heavyweight title. Chuck Thunderguy Ellis Mabe attended the event, which benefited St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church. On 6/20, AAW Bound by Hate results. Berwyn, Illinois. Match number 1, Zero Gravity defeated the Pateri. I think the Pateri was formerly in NXT or Ring of Honor. Probably Ring of Honor. Match number 2, ACH defeated #Alego, Louis Linden, and Marek Brave. Match number 3, Keith Walker defeated Shane Saber. Match number 4, Silas Young defeated John Silver. Match number 5, Iron Curtain with Greg Iron defeated Colt Cabana, Juntai Miller, and Marion Fontaine. Match number 6, Walking Weapon defeated Michael Elgin after All Ego turned on Elgin and reformed the Monster Mafia with the Walking Weapons. Eddie Kingston defeated Jimmy Jacobs. Dan Lawrence and Marcus Crane defeated Losers, Losers. That was match number 8. Match number 9, AAW Heritage Champion Matt Cage defeated Heidi Lovelace to retain the title. Match number 10, AAW Champion Shane Hollister with Scarlett defeated ACH to retain the title. And thanks for the results from PW Ponderings. June 21st news from the last night during NJPW's Dominion pay-per-view, a video package ran announcing the Ring of Honors, Adam Cole, Michael Bennett, Maria Kanellis, and Red Dragon, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly would be representing the company after their G1 Climax Tournament finals. Show on August 9th at the Saibu Arena. The G1 Climax Finals is considered the second best show of the year in NJPW after the January 4th Wrestle Kingdom show. Saibu Arena is a baseball stadium and can hold 34,000 for baseball fans How this impacts Ring of Honor is on August the 9th, they are holding a show in Philadelphia at the National Guard Armory and will not be only without Cole, Bennett, Maria, and Red Dragon, but Michael Elton is at least scheduled to perform in the UK that weekend. Plans could change between now and then. Of course, all events have quite something to change. Speaking of August the 9th, the Young Bucks have also been announced for Ring of Honor's Philadelphia return. Following matches were advertised for Beyond Wrestling's Uncomfortable, which takes place Sunday at 4 p.m. in Providence, Rhode Island. At Feet Music. More info available. Look, man, fans.com. The Prince of Queens, Brian Myers, formerly Kurt Hawkins, versus A.R. Fox, Chris Hero versus J.T. Dunn in a last man standing rematch from their bout at Critical Acclaim in March. Team Tremendous of Detective Dan Barry and Detective Bill Carr versus the Officer Colt Cabana and Super Cop Dick Justice. Brian Cage versus Chris Dickinson, Biff Busick versus the Bulldozer Matt Tremont in a fans bring the weapons match. Note important to this, you must clear your weapons with Beyond Wrestling at clear your weapons with emailing them at beyondwrestling@gmail.com. Beyondwrestling@gmail.com. No fire, nothing wet, and nothing they will confiscate at the door. Use common sense. Sex and Candy of tag team of Sugar Duncan and Pinky Sanchez versus the Contingent. Nicholas Kay and Mike West. Anthony Stone versus Dave Cole. Ryan Rush. Francis Kip Stevens. Brandon Watts and Randy Summers versus Stockade. Blake Morris. Rex Lawless and Jesse Vane. Creative Pro Showcase features 4 of the CAP students. More news from 21st of June by Jason Namako. New Japan Pro Wrestling announced the full details of the annual June Climax. The 24th installment of the New Japan's history. The tournament will be spread out over 3 weeks this year to keep the participants more rested after last year's grueling tournament. The tournament has increased from 20 to now 22 participants and from 9 shows to 12 shows this year. Participants A and B block in this year's 2014 New Japan G1 Climax tournament are as follows. A block. Hiroshi Tanahashi, Satoshi Kojima, Yuji Nagata, Kota Ibushi, Katsuyori Shibata, Shinsuke Nakamura, Tomohiro Ishii, Shelton Benjamin, Davey Boy Smith Jr., probably David Hart Smith, Doc Gallows, Bad Luck Fail, B Block, Togi Makabe, Hiroki Goto, Tetsuya Naito, Hiroyoshi Tenzan, Kazuchika Okada, Toru Yano, Minoru Suzuki, that's kind of like the motorcycle, Lance Archer, AJ Styles, Yujiro Tanahashi, and Carl Anderson. Full lineup for all 12 shows running from July 21st to August 10th at the Seibo Dome in Saitama, Japan are as follows. On July 21st, North Sea Kitaru. I do apologize, my daughter woke up. Okay, Climax, A Block, Tomohiro Ishii versus Bad Luck Fail, Shelton Benjamin versus Doc Gallows, B Block, Hiroyoshi Tenzan versus Carl Anderson. Back to A block, Satoshi Kojima versus Yuji Nagata. B block, Toru Yano versus Minoru Suzuki. B block, Tetsuya Naito versus Yojiro Takahashi. B block, Koji Makabe versus Hiroki Goto. A block, Kota Ibushi versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. A block, Katsuyori Shibata versus Shinsuke Nakamura. B block, AJ Styles versus Kazuchika Okada. July 23rd, in Aomori Prefecture, Budokan. First match, A block, Sarushi Kojima versus Tomohiro Ishii. Shelton Benjamin versus Bad Luck Fail. Hiroki Goto versus Yojiro Takahashi. Tetsuya Naito versus Lance Archer. Those were B blocks. Back to two more A blocks. Yuji Nagata versus Kota Ibushi. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. Back to B block. Toru Yano versus AJ Styles. And Kazuchika Okada versus Hiroyoshi Tenzan. B block. Third match. Koji Makabe versus Carl Anderson. And back to A block. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Doc Gallows. Well, from July 25th event, Yamagata City General Sports Center. I'm just going to name them. I'm going to good one. Kota Ibushi versus Doc Gallows. Lance Archer versus Carl Anderson. Hiroyoshi Tenzan versus Yojiro Takahashi. Tomohiro Ishii versus Shelton Benjamin. Tetsuya Naito versus Toru Yano. Katsuyori versus Shibata versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. Yuji Nagata versus Bad Luck Fail. Hiroki Goto versus Minoru Suzuki. And he's back in action again. This is Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Satoshi Kojima. Toki Makabe versus Kazuchika Okada. And July 26th, Akita Prefectural Gymnasium. Satoshi Kojima versus Bad Luck Fail. Shelton Benjamin versus David Boy Smith Jr. Hiroshi Tenzan versus Minoru Suzuki. Hiroki Goto versus Toru Tano. Tomohiro Ishii versus Kota Ibushi. Toji Makabe versus Lance Archer. Yuji Nagata versus Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ Styles versus Tetsuya Naito. Kazuchika Okada versus Carl Anderson. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Katsuyori Shibata. July 28th, Sendai Sun Plaza Hall in Miyagi. Tomohiro Ishii versus Doc Gallows. Hiroshi Tenzan versus Lance Archer. Satoshi Kojima versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. Minoru Suzuki versus Yojiro Takahashi. Toru Yano versus Carl Anderson. Katsuyori Shibata versus Shelton Benjamin. AJ Styles versus Hiroki Goto. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Bad Luck Fail. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kota Ibushi. Tetsuya Naito versus Kazuchika Okada. From July 31st, Shizuoka Act City Hamamatsu. Matches are Gallows versus Bad Luck Fail. Yuji Nagata versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. Togi Makabe versus Yujiro Takahashi. Satoshi Kojima versus Katayori Shibata Hiruki. Goto versus Carl Anderson. Minoru Suzuki versus Lance Archer. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Shelton Benjamin. AJ Styles versus Hiroyoshi Tenzan. Toru Yano versus Katsuchika Okada. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Tomohiro Ishii. From Tokyo at the Korakuen Hall. Satoshi Kojima versus Shelton Benjamin. Toru Yano versus Lance Archer. Yujiro Tanahashi versus Carl Anderson. Davey Boy Smith Jr. versus Doc Gallows. Hiroyoshi Tenzan versus Hiroki Goto. Kota Ibushi versus Bad Luck Fail. Togi Makabe versus Tetsuya Naito. AJ Styles versus Minoru Suzuki. Yuji Nagata versus Katayori Shibata. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Tomohiro Ishii. Well, okay, that was on August the 1st. This is August the 3rd. Osaka Bodymaker Coliseum. Match number 1, Tomohiro Ishii versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. Hiroyoshi Tenzan versus Toru Yano. Yuji Nagata versus Shelton Benjamin. Satoshi Kojima versus Doc Gallows. Hiroki Goto versus Tetsuya Naito. Lance Archer versus AJ Styles. Togi Makabe versus Minoru Suzuki. Kota Ibushi versus Katsuruyori Shibata. Kazuchika Okada versus Yujiro Takahashi. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Shinsuke Nakamura. August the 4th, Aichi Prefectural Gymnasium. Kota Ibushi versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. Lance Archer versus Yujiro Takahashi. Yuji Nagata versus Doc Gallows. Togi Makabe versus Hiroyoshi Tenzan. Tetsuya Naito versus Minoru Suzuki. Katsuruyori Shibata versus Bad Luck Fail. Satoshi Kojima versus Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ Styles versus Carl Anderson. Shelton Benjamin versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Hiroki Goto versus Kazuchika Okada. From August the 6th, from the Takamatsu City Gymnasium, first stadium in Kagawa. Satoshi Kojima versus Kota Ibushi. Davey Boy Smith Jr. versus Backlund Fail. Hiroshi Tenzan versus Tetsuya Naito. Minoru Suzuki versus Carl Anderson. Togi Makabe versus Toru Yano. AJ Styles versus Yujiro Takahashi. Kazuchika Okada versus Lance Archer. Yuji Nagata versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Tomohiro Ishii versus Katayori Shibata. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Doc Gallows. August 8th at Yokohama Cultural Gymnasium in Kanagawa. No match order due to uncertainty of the participants ranking in the tournament prior to August the 8th. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Bad Luck Fail. Katayori Shibata versus Doc Gallows. Kota Ibushi versus Shelton Benjamin. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. Tomohiro Ishii versus Yuji Nagata. Toru Yano versus Yuji Takahashi. Hiro Goto versus Lance Archer. Tetsuya Naito versus Carl Anderson. AJ Styles versus Togi Makabe. Minoru Suzuki versus Kazu. Bless you. Bless myself. Kazuchika Okada. I do apologize about these bad pronunciation. And from August the 8th event, there's only like 2 or 3 matches at the Seibu Dome in Saitama. Special singles match from Block A, number 2, versus Block B, number 2. And in the climax match, G1 climax match, 24 final, A block number 1 versus B block number 1. Plus, Ring of Honor talent, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Michael Bennett, Murray Kanellis, and promotional tie-in featuring Jeff Jarrett's Global Force Wrestling also involved in the event. And thanks to the source of Puro Risu Spirit. And finally, results from New Japan. And no, I won't be giving that results. That'll be on my next video from June 21st. Thanks again. Peace out. God bless. See you, YYB. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, you better call me, bro.